Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're out testing two different films, Portra 160 and Ektar 100, which I've never shot before, so I'm curious to see what it does. I hear it's good for landscapes, so let's go do some urban landscapes. Alright, so I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison, but that won't be exactly possible. So I've got a 50mm on the OM1, and I've got the 35 on the Leica M6. So let's load up some film, let's get going. Ready to go. The meter in the Olympus OM1 is broken, so I will be using the meter in the M6 and rating both of the films at ISO 100. Box speed for the Ektar and slightly pushed for the Portra 160. Immediately you can tell the saturation difference in the two images. I am abundantly shocked by how green that the Portras have been coming off for me. I don't know why, but I'm just not digging it anymore. Man, what a difference 15mm makes. I really have to back up to kind of get the same perspective. It's a little bit annoying. 15mm makes so much more of a difference than I thought it would, and yes, I will be getting a 50mm eventually for the M6, but until then, this will have to do. I find that the way that shadows on Ektar come out are way more appealing for me. I like the blue tones as opposed to the Portra 160's green undertone in the shadows. Have to split the difference on the exposure here. There's too much shadow and highlight. But Parks and Recreation come here often and cover up all this graffiti. So every time you come here, there is awesome new graffiti every once in a while. Today, I think it was average. Big Kanye West fans out in the valley, you know. The 35 Summicron f2 doesn't have that much vignetting, but on Ektar, it seems to find all that color and extract every little bit of everything. So even the vignetting has a little bit more darker corners than it would usually have on, let's say, a Portra 160. Let's see if Ektar can live up to its color reputation. It's supposed to make reds and blues and everything look pretty good. So we got a wall of graffiti over here. Let's shoot it. See those two birds right there? I'm gonna shoot those two birds. I wish I got closer to these two birds. I think it could have been a cool shot, but I think I just missed them. Now that the sun is getting lower in the sky, this is when Ektar really begins to shine. A little bit of a battle of the bokeh with a 51.8 Zuiko and a 35 Summicron. Throwback to Kai Wong, Digital Rev TV. If you remember that, you're a real one. Hope I got that. Indeed, I did not. I was at the closest focusing from that last shot. Love the tones that the Ektar gives in this shot, and again, the green cast from the shadows on the Portra 160 I find myself wanting to avoid more and more. What do you prefer? The dynamic range is really good for this film, even though it's a negative film, but I didn't realize how much dynamic range it would have.
Pretty out here. Nice light. This is how I'm carrying my cameras for the rest of the year. Fuck a lens change. Just carry two. Duh.
That's it for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I think Ektar is a heavyweight amongst the 100 range films. I think it might be the best. I have yet to try Loma 100, but I doubt it can compete with this. The saturation that this film gives you is unparalleled besides slide film, I'd say. And for that reason, I will be shooting a hell of a lot more of it. It's that good. And if you haven't shot this in some way or form, go out and get a roll of it. It's so good. Shoot it during sunset. Don't shoot it during broad day, because you're probably going to think the sky is too blue and just it's going to look generic, if you will. It kind of looks like a digital image if you shoot it in broad day. But towards sunset, it can be very, very pretty, and it lends itself well to a lot of highlights. Actually, it's got a ton of dynamic range. I'm shocked how much dynamic range it has. There's two images specifically that I'll throw up right now, which I think you can see the difference night and day of the saturation it gives you, and the difference in the shadow color and the highlights. I think that you can notice immediately which one's which, but I will leave a reference of both. I think Ektar, it's my top 5 films for sure now. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. If you're coming from digital, you will be very satisfied shooting this as your first film. So if you enjoyed that, please leave a like and subscribe. Next week, we're going to be trying panoramas on the M6, and I might use Ektar. So I don't know yet. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and see you next time.
We're gonna try this one more time. Yes! Fuck, I wish I had my camera! If you enjoyed that video, feel free to peruse the rest of my videos. We have 3. Maybe one's for you. How about that one? Or that one? Or that one?